Welcome to the Wetlands Habitat Identification video. This video is part of a larger suite of videos created to help in identifying all the habitat categories within the whole farm plan's biodiversity audit. Within this video, we will cover all the specific wetland habitats, including ponds and lochs, wetlands, wet marshy grassland, and water margins, ponds and lochs. This habitat includes all bodies of water. These can include permanent water bodies, such as ponds and lochs, as well as seasonally wet standing water, such as wader scrapes and seasonal ponds. Areas mapped should include just areas of open water. Where there are large areas around the exterior of water bodies that are vegetated, these could be mapped as wetland habitat. Wetlands. Areas mapped as wetland can include a wide variety of overlapping habitats of high biodiversity value. Wetland habitat can be found in peaty or clay soils, but will all have water standing or saturated almost year-round and will often be characterised by tall herbs growing almost vertically. Wetlands can include fen habitat, where peaty soils are fed by groundwater, often forming in shallow valleys and loch basins. Marsh, where areas dominated by leafy plants found in between aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems. Reed beds, where reed grass dominates in areas between ponds and dry land. And swamp, where woody plants like trees and shrubs are growing amongst standing water. All wetland habitat will be characterised by saturated or standing water above or at soil level, and will often be too wet to graze livestock in. Wet marshy grassland. Areas mapped as wet marshy grassland can include areas that are temporarily saturated with water but are dry enough year-round to graze with livestock. These areas will often be dominated by top flowering rush species rather than soft rush, and include other marsh species like marsh thistle, marsh bedstraw, marsh forget-me-nots, and other wetland species. These areas will be more botanically rich and less dominated by agricultural species and soft rush compared to rush pasture. Water margins. Water margins should include any land next to a water body or watercourse that is uncultivated. These can be managed as grasslands or may contain other habitat such as shrubs, trees, or wetlands, and can be fenced or unfenced so long as they are uncultivated for agriculture. Thank you for watching the Wetlands Habitat Identification video, created as part of a suite of videos to aid in the completion of the whole farm plan biodiversity audit. Videos are available on all broad habitat types, showing the differences between and within the habitats themselves. Check out the cropland, grassland, upland and peatland, woodland, coastal, and linear and point feature habitat videos on the FAS website.